Kid. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Combat Sports Central, and we just watched a very interesting fight, Canelo Alvarez versus Danny Jacobs for the unification of the middleweight division.
Yeah, it was a good fight. They were fighting for the WBA, the WBC, and the IBF belts.
Yeah. So now Canelo walks away with another one.
Yep. It was a good fight. I think they gave the decision to the right person. It was close, but I think Canelo did enough to win.
Yeah.
I think Danny Jacobs.
He turned it on too late in the fight. He started adding the pressure and all that way too late in the fight. Like I said, I had him winning the 9th, 10th, and 11th round for sure. But for the most of that fight, it was just Canelo, pushing the action, coming forward, and making Danny miss a ton of shots.
Yeah, that was really impressive because as he was doing it, he was coming towards him as he was making him miss. So that was really impressive to see.
Yeah, and I know Danny landed a couple of good, heavy shots on him too, but Canelo just took them so well. He wasn't even phased by it.
He just walked through them.
Yep.
He's got an iron chin, man.
Iron chin for sure, yeah. So I really, really thought this was a good fight. Danny Jacobs is a great fighter. He's the second best middleweight, but right now Canelo's in his prime, and there's no stopping him right now.
Yeah, I see anybody having a really difficult time with him right now. He's 28. He's coming into his prime, and he's got a couple more years there. I don't know what's next. The commentators were saying possibly Triple G again for the third time. Or maybe Demetrius Boo Andrade.
Now that's a fight I would like to see.
Yeah, I would prefer to see that fight than Triple G. They already done it twice. It was just maybe down the line, but as of right now, Canelo said he does want to unify all 4 belts by the end of the year. So
he needs that Demetrius fight, man.
Yeah,
that would be a good fight.
That would be a really good fight.
Yeah.
Demetrius Andrade, he's undefeated. He was at the fights himself.
Yep.
It would be really good to see how that plays out.
Yeah, man. And in this fight, like I said, Canelo was the one pushing the pace for most of the rounds, and it really showed in the scorecards, really, because that's what the judges were looking at, the way he was pressuring Jacobs in the earlier rounds, and that's what really gave him the fight, because he did take he kind of let Danny take some of those late rounds.
Yeah, I feel like he took them off a bit. He seemed a bit tired.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like he didn't feel like he needed those rounds necessarily. There was no sense of urgency because he had done enough in the
he kind of let
first
half
half
off the
fight.
gas. Yeah, definitely. And very good work defensively. Canelo was slipping those punches beautifully, man. He's a technician. He was looking like Floyd Mayweather out there, man, the way he was moving.
Yeah, man, his defenses look tight in all of his recent fights, and he's just gonna keep getting better and better.
Yeah, he's improving in every fight, and I really want to see the Demetrius Andrade fight with Canelo, because those guys, man, they're both very slick fighters, and I would just, I think that would be even more explosive than even this one.
Yeah, that would be a great fight. Maybe it'll happen in September for Mexican Independence Day. Who knows?
That would be cool. Yeah, that would
cool.
Definitely bring a ton of fans out too.
Yeah,
that would be good for the sport and everything.
But that's all we have for you guys. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Tell us what y'all thought, and we're out.
Combat Sports Central. Peace.